let's take a look at some of the underrated duos that you need to be keeping your eyes on in the FNCS semi-finals. Firstly, from EU, it's CZB and Nathan. This duo popped off during the first 2 qualification weeks, placing 2nd overall on the series point leaderboard. They'll be looking to take advantage of a seemingly uncontested Grand Glacier drop spot for semi-finals. This drop spot gives them everything they need to succeed, including a very valuable launch pad on the mountain next to the drop. Look out for this duo on the dead side of a south pulling zone if they can get their Storm Surge damage done early. When it comes to endgame, this duo are all about the low ground. Using the Flowberry Fizz to quickly drop down layers, combined with the materials that Nathan can get from refreshes, allows the duo to claim a lot of space down on low ground, and for any team that attempts to contest them there, it usually doesn't end well. Skivvy and Harris are a duo that have been impressive so far this season, and the qualifiers were no different. This duo have played together on and off for nearly 3 years, so have that chemistry and understanding of how each other play. The way that they're playing this season is really interesting. They're landing at the area between Grimgate and the Underworld, giving them freedom to either third-party those fights or dash around to get early Storm Surge tags, which they often do. When they can get this early damage, they'll often go for the bunker that spawns nearby or head towards Rebel's Roost on the dead side of a north pulling zone to avoid fights. Landing at an area with the Underworld dashes allows them to save these dashes for a difficult rotation later on. In this game, the dashes come in clutch to make the rotation into 7th zone, which eventually results in them getting high and having a solid game. Hopping across the pond now to NA, and an underrated team that not many people are talking about at the moment is Peterbot and Poi. Okay, I'm joking. The actual team I want to focus on is Baka and Pars. The ex-West duo look to be uncontested at the warehouse to the west of Fencing Fields, and use that drop to their advantage by being able to quickly farm to max metal and get loot from the drones above. This position also gives them first dibs at a forecast tower that sometimes spawns to the northeast of the drop. They'll always look to take advantage of this whenever they can. This duo also use Flowberry Fizz throughout the entire game to speed up their rotations with the low gravity effect. They can even sometimes be found carrying 3 of these between both players so that they can drop the one used for rotation when it comes to endgame. Undoubtedly, the best part of this duo is their ability to find success when they're on height, but also when they're on low ground because of that forecast tower giving them insight into the future zones. Having an uncontested drop spot combined with a forecast tower and the ability to play all aspects of endgame successfully give this duo the recipe for success in semi-finals, and I expect them to get a victory royale, one way or another. Don't forget to tune into the broadcast for semi-finals starting May 10th.